And we are back with more of the Writer's Block. Still with me are the lovely people from the Sundial Comedy Magazine, Colin, Ivy, and Jackie. And now we're going to talk about a dreaded topic, schoolwork. So how do you guys do both writing for the magazine and keeping up with school? Because Colin, you said that you were a composition major?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so I've heard from many of my friends that
people are always talking about this.
Music majors have a lot to do. So how do you kind of juggle all that together?
It's all about, I wish that there was an answer that I could give you like, oh, the system has been perfected, we've got it. I'll be completely honest with you, Katie. Most of the time I'm flying by the seat of my pants, trying desperately to get what has to be done by the time it has to be turned in. And that is an everyday scenario. The Sundial, you kind of have to juggle priorities, what has to be done when. As editor-in-chief, when I have meetings, the meetings have to be planned. If I've got officers, we have to know what everyone's doing when. I've got pieces that need to be edited and got in. There's things that need to be done, and then there's things that can wait to be done. Since I became editor-in-chief, I've had to cut down on my writing because, sadly, writing is sort of a do it when you can do it, and since I'm a composition major, they expect me to do my homework first. Put homework first, everyone. It's the most important thing.
That's good advice, and I agree. You should do homework first. I don't. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't do it, but, and you two are English majors, so papers probably just come second nature because you have to write them all the time. But how do you mentally prepare for writing papers? Because let's face it, I don't like writing papers. I'm sure you guys probably don't really, I don't know, but I know a lot of people don't. So how do you guys mentally prepare for that? I'm curious.
I generally have the toughest time like getting started, so I kind of just have to let my thoughts sort of roll out first, and then I usually get to something that's good, and then I can go plan from there, I guess.
What I've started doing this semester, which is very beneficial, and I don't know why, is I will write the entire paper, like, a few days before it's due, and then a few hours before it's due, I will completely rewrite it, and that's usually the method, and it works.
Yeah, I love that, because it's like, first, this is a creative thing, too. We gotta get out of our own censor. You just put it all down on paper, get out of your own way, and then later, censor yourself. But anyway, little aside there.
Yeah, well, because, like, I can't do that. Honestly, how I work is I just have to do it, because a lot of the times the words don't come to me until I'm, in crunch time, which is not good. I really shouldn't do that, but I do. And there it is. But that's really awesome, and it's very commendable for writing it days in advance, because I honestly can't do that. I have to wait. But so going back to your group, do you guys consider it kind of I want to say getaway from your schoolwork, or is it kind of just a part of it, or what's up with that? Like, do you feel it is a way to kind of get away from all of the stress of day? Yeah,
for sure. One thing that we definitely try to make the Sundial when we're planning out meetings and activities and social events, so we want it to be a fun place where we can go and support each other and maybe forget about the intense, mind-bogglingly, soul-crushingly large amounts of stress and pressure that are put on us by just life, things like that. So that's a big yes from me.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like work, but it's fun work that I like look forward to. So like I'm getting my stuff done throughout the week. Our meetings are on Mondays right now. So I like look forward to Monday because that's my time where I get to have fun and hang out with all the people. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Ivy. It's work you look forward to. It's also a good incentive for me to get my homework done, because I think if I get it done, I can hang out with my friends, and then after meetings we can still hang out and it's fine. So it kind of helps.
How many people are in the group right now? Do you have a number?
Here's the thing. We don't have any set roster. There's no tryouts to be a part of the organization, nothing like that. So we probably, at any average full staff meeting you come to, there will be about 25-ish people.
Yeah. Something like that.
30 if it's a big night, 20 if it's a small night. But those aren't always the same people. You'll get about 15 or so that are there every week.
Lots of regulars.
Right, and then some that are there for others and whatnot. Yeah, we said that real good. Yeah. We said that real good.
So how does one become a member? Do you have to like email somebody, or do you just kind of show up? Like what's the process in that?
Either of those will work.
All right.
Yeah, starting a couple years ago, decided that we were going to do out with any sort of application process. We wanted to be open to anyone who thought that they would have a good time writing comedy and getting better at it. What did you guys do when you joined the magazine?
I had somebody suggest it to me, so I came to a meeting that way. Just somebody had seen something I'd written and said, hey, this would be a good fit for this thing that I do. So basically anybody with an interest can learn how to do this if they just come hang out. Yeah.
I Facebook messaged you and said that I wanted to join, and then I did. And it was that easy.
All right. So you said Monday nights. Like how does a typical meeting work? Do you just all kind of show up and hang out and write together, or?
So we show up, our meetings are at 9 o'clock in the union, and usually we start with like announcements and kind of like businessy stuff at the beginning of the meeting, like upcoming events, things like that. And then we usually do some sort of writing game activity together, sometimes in groups, sometimes alone, but there's some sort of prompt, certain thing, and then everybody writes a piece of comedy based on that. And then sometimes we read them out loud at the end.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's a typical meeting.
Cool.
It doesn't sound like it would take an hour and a half, but everyone starts making jokes, we're all laughing, we're all having a good time. Yeah, and the business ends up taking like 45 minutes, even though all I had to do was tell them to write more pieces that involved oceans. And then the writing game, you know. I said, you know, and you're like, of course.
Of course, yes, I completely understand. So can you, because I've seen a lot of the articles on Facebook, so can you look up, I know there's a website too. So is that typically where you could read them is all on the website?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything we've ever published can be found on our website. Can I look directly at a camera while I plug this?
Yes,
Is that
do
the
it.
one? That the one? That's the one.
That's
Hey. Sundial.osu.edu. Easy to remember. Sundial.osu. Say it with me.
.edu.
Not you, the audience.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I knew that was misleading. Sundial.osu.edu. You can find everything we've ever published. Some of it you'll love, some of it you won't, and I know that. But it's great. There's something for everyone. If you enjoy what you see, come write with us.
Yeah. All right. And we'll be right back talking about everybody's favorite topic, the future. Stay tuned.